Boils and ghouls, welcome back. I'm Beardo. You guys made me do it. You've made me do it. I said I would never react to Lainey and Ben, but you made me do it. So before we get to that, I'm going to read out some of your comments. Now, instead of opening up YouTube and then having my little face up that side and then big writing that doesn't read properly, I'm going to paste images in here of the screenshots of the writing, so it's clearer for you to read. Chris Abado. This is about Mindseed. Of course they fake it. Some is, some isn't. I thought it said in the descriptions it's for entertainment purposes only. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't. They claim that everything is real, and it almost certainly is not. I've done 3 videos where I've debunked 4 different clips, and the thing that started it all off, I was doing reaction videos to Mindseed because I found them fantastic. Great production, great quality, great editing, everything. Then I spotted a little bit of fakeness with balls moving, and then once I'd seen it, I couldn't unsee it, and then the more I looked, the more I found. So, no. And they don't state it's for entertainment purposes only. Cassie Bullfrog. Cassie, you are a legend. You comment on everything I do. I see you commenting on Mr. Grey. I see you commenting on Purple, the shape. You legend. Just came on an hour ago, named Cole Specter. His first video, and has his first comments from Purple and the shape. He debunks Really Haunted and mentions a law he's breaking with the advertising agency on religious issues. Go check it out and tell Mrs. Geek. Mrs. Geek, go watch Cole Specter. I've gone and watched this video. He's only got 1 video up. It's got 128 views. I'm going to leave a link in the description down below, because he goes through the law. He's basically told the agency that are now copyright striking anyone that uses My Haunted TV at My Haunted. Really Haunted. And he's basically telling you what law the agency are breaking by trying to get you a copyright strike. He's very good, very knowledgeable. It's his first video, and it's a banger. And he's not your typical YouTuber. He hasn't got lights and all manner of silly stuff, but his background is in video editing, video software, animation, and he's done legal work before for fake stuff. Go check the guy out. Phenomenal video. I learned a lot from it. I think he's going to be a big name going forward because he is very, very knowledgeable. Thank you, Cassie. Right. These 2 comments, they made me laugh. Hypersonic. I see a skeptical with the first video. This is on Nuke's top 5 with the hand through the wardrobe. You say it's his hand, but how is it in the cupboard and outside at the same time? That is something called editing, my friend. What has happened in that video is they keep switching the cameras between her in the cupboard, him outside. The audio volume of both parties in that video doesn't change. So what they've done is they've edited. For example, when she's in the cupboard and you hear him speaking, he's at the same volume as if he sat in there with her. Oh, at that point, he's not sat in there with her. But what he's done is he's taken the sound from him sat outside of the cupboard, chopped it, and overlaid it on her video inside the cupboard, and vice versa. Now, it's a standard thing to do. There's no trickery involved in that part of the video. However, they know how to edit. So how is he outside and inside at the same time? Because all he's got to have done is filmed his hand going through and that scream separately, paste it all together, overlay all the sound together, job done. And then your second comment. So you didn't even watch the second video, and you're so much of a skeptic you use illogical sense to suggest what really happened. I've subscribed to skeptics that make more sense than this. Thumbs down. I don't know what you're on about. I had to rewatch my own video. I was like, did I skip something? I thought maybe it's Really Haunted, and I'm not watching that, and I've skipped it because it's all bullshit. I've gone back. The second video is I think he's Japanese. When he's outside, he's oh look, there's something there, there's something there, there's something there. and his phone is moving on a pre-recorded video, trying to show something stood there, but the image in the phone isn't moving. And then when it runs at him, it runs the exact same way he does. It's pre-recorded. That was the second part of that video, and I reacted to it. So I don't know what you're getting at. Unless you're saying I didn't react to the second part of the Smug Puppy video. Now, the reason I didn't react to it is because I've already reacted to it. And I state in the video, I've already reacted to this, and there's clearly someone stood behind the door, hiding under the dressing gown. It's all editing, it's all fake. The only thing I'm still concerned about with those people is which one of them is the werewolf that is changing in the middle of the night and shredding all the wallpaper. But Hypersonic, you're entitled to your opinions. I'm sorry that I seem to have annoyed you with what some people would call common sense. Kooky Toots! The Shape is good and has called out Jasco. Recently I've been binging The Shape like crazy. We both had the exact same thoughts on the portal in the hand. Really haunted. And many people come into my comments telling me, you're full of shit. The shadow moved correctly. And the more I'm looking at it, the more I think you have a point. And I'm like second guessing myself. Do you know what? I'm no expert in editing, in debunking. I'm clearly wrong. The Shape, however, is very good at debunking, very good at editing and spotting editing. And he has the exact same opinion of me. That shadow moves illogically and away from his hand before he moves. Absolutely love The Shape. Jasco, that's the third time I've been asked to react to Jasco. I have tried to react to Jasco and I can't get through his videos. He is so full of poo-poo that it makes my eyes want to bleed. It makes me want to put spoons in my ears and... Alright, that went a bit far. I can't sit through an episode of him, much like I can't sit through Lainey and Ben. Great video as always. Thank you, Kooky Toots. If you want to get or see a debunking video, go over to Parple, P-A-R-R-P-L-E, and he's recently debunked Jasco, and that's the only time I've been able to sit through a full Jasco video is because Parple was absolutely annihilating him. Cassie Bullfrog, again. I know I'm commenting again, however, have you checked out Mind Junkie 5 Scary Ghost Videos? His latest video 3 days ago has an apparition of a ghost that looks real. Ooh. We're going to have a look at that straight after I've checked out Lainey and Ben for the first time. And there's a reason I'm going to look at Lainey and Ben. I'll tell you all about it now. Just wanted an opinion. The videos are not too long to watch and easy to sit through. He gives the name of the YouTubers also. It could give you some ideas. Will Best, on the shadow, if he was to move... Here we go. If he was to move his hand away from the wall towards the camera, the shadow would move like that, in my opinion. Absolutely right, but he doesn't move his hand towards the camera. He moves... His hand is this way, the camera is there, and he moves his hand that way. Not that way. The shadow just didn't look right, but Will, honestly, your comment made me look back at that video 4 or 5 times, and I'm sat there like, oh, I might have got this wrong. And if I thought I had got it wrong, I would have been making a very different comment here and said, sorry, I got it wrong. The ring is still fake, but Will Best is correct. Will, I can see what you mean, but after watching The Shape debunk the exact same thing I did, then I think I may be right. Here we go. Kim McDermott. This is the comment that has finally, after... I've had a lot of comments about Lainey and Ben. Go watch them, go watch them, go watch them. Now, the comments, when I used to just do reaction videos, before I started debunking stuff on accident, that's how I started. People used to comment, go watch Lainey and Ben, go watch Lainey and Ben, as in react to them because they're really haunted. And I tried. Oh, did I try? And I heard door knocking and shit flying out of drawers and cupboard doors opening, and I was like, right. However, camera angle always means that the doors are pulling towards something that somebody could hide behind. There's stuff flying out of drawers. I've watched too much Mr. Grey to be able to fall for that bullshit. By the way, check out Mr. Grey's new video. I'll also leave a link in the description down below. He made a video where he showed how Lainey and Ben and the like are doing the cupboard doors and the shit flying about everywhere. So he made a video where he showed how to do it. And a section when he's not in shot opening the cupboard doors, he shows himself doing it, and then how he's masked it. That one little section has made it into some top 5 videos as a real haunting. And this is why I'm struggling to react to top 5 videos. Because they are posting any old crapola. Jolene. 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 That's not going away. Because I saw your comment where you said you didn't mind me singing. Everyone else does, but you don't. This is about me asking people what they want to see me react to. The Ouija Brothers. You know what happens? It calls itself absolutely nothing. I love those dudes. Do you know what? I think I've watched everything the Ouija Brothers have done. I've said it before, I'll say it again. They don't capture a lot of paranormal evidence. They've got little bits, but you have to sit through hours and hours and hours and hours and hours to watch something that could or couldn't be. That is real paranormal investigating to me. That is 2 guys spending all of their free time, sometimes in places that I wouldn't go in. Not because they're scary, but because fuck climbing in through a window this big. But they have the most real ghost hunting channel that I watch. There's no bullshit, there's no stupid editing. And my own ghost hunts, I've tried to keep much like what the Ouija Brothers do. I say try. There's no try about it. I don't put fake shit in my video. I go a place, I film, I use equipment, I state clearly, I don't know if this equipment is worth shit. These apps are probably dog crap. And that's how I hunt. Speaking of, I'm going back to one of the previous places tomorrow. Because me and Dean don't think we got everything there is to get out of that place. It was too big. If you've seen it, you'll know where we're going. I don't know if I could react to a Ouija Brothers video, because it's just literally going to be me sat there going, this is cool. This is cool. Oh, I bet he's shitting himself. Oh, look. Griff's being funny again. Absolutely love the Ouija Brothers. I don't know if I could do a reaction. Maybe I will. The issue is, even the newest one, which has come out yesterday, I've already watched. And I'm not going to do a reaction to a video I've already watched. But Jolene, thank you for your comment. Sophia. Dark Territory TV latest video, possible alien. Now see, Purple, Mr. Grey, sheep. Very skeptical, probably non-believers. And before anyone says, oh, they disprove the paranormal, they don't. They disprove bullshit videos. It's more about experience than anything else. However, Mr. Grey has said that he would love to be proved wrong and he would love to see a ghost. Mr. Grey, come on a ghost hunt with me. Even though I've never caught anything yet. Purple. I mean, Purple's Purple. He says whatever's on his mind. He can't help himself. And he's more honest for it. He's also said that he wouldn't go on a ghost hunt because he'd shit his pants. Purple, come with me. And the sheep. I know very little of the sheep because I'm quite new to him. I assume he is a complete skeptic, non-believer. The difference between those 3, who are awesome channels, and I respect their opinions and views on everything. Do I agree with everything they've ever posted? Probably not. Because I believe in the paranormal to a point. If your house has more activity in 10 minutes than 30 East drivers had in 10 years, I probably think you're full of shit. You know, shit's flying everywhere and your ring lamp is lifting off a table, clearly swinging on a wire. You know what I mean. Dark Territory TV, latest video possibly. We'll have a look, see if I've got enough time to watch that. Unless it's like a 50-minute episode, then I'll have to do a separate video for that. So guys, I appreciate all your comments. I appreciate all of you that are asking me to react to certain channels. I put a post up on YouTube, because now I have the community feature, asking you guys what you wanted, and the list is so long, I don't think I can ever get through them. So what I'll do is videos like this, where I'll start with Lainey and Ben, and then I'll do a little bit from each comment, try and look for the specific thing you're mentioning, and that way I can try to get through as many of your guys' suggestions as possible, so nobody thinks I'm being ignorant. This is Ben. I've purposely stayed away from his and his wife, I think's videos for ages. Couple of reasons I avoided it. Back when I used to skip Really Haunted and these guys, it's because I thought that if I looked at these guys and was like, that's fake, it would tarnish my reaction videos. Now, I realise I should never have done that. I should have reacted and I should have called them out every time. The other reason is they get on my absolute nerves. There's just something about them that doesn't gel with me. I can't put it down. I'm not saying they're bad people. I just... Ugh. Then, there was a video where him there, was apparently accosted in his local area. Somebody's gone up to him and accosted him. He borderline made it out to be an assault and blah, 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 blah. And then I heard what happened and I was like, oh, right. So I felt quite sorry for him. And I'm like, nobody has the right to go up to somebody and start screaming, shouting at them and being aggressive to them. Nobody has the right to do that. And if you do it to me, be warned. And I'm like, right, I'm staying away from that. They've just had a kid and somebody's tried to assault him in the street over his videos. That ain't on. Then when I actually heard, I didn't watch his video, I watched the sheep react to it. And the sheep's like, so you said you were assaulted, but all this guy's come to you and said, tell us the truth, tell us the truth, tell us the effing truth. You're full of shit. And walk off. It's pretty much what I think happened. Because I couldn't get through it all. So I'm like, right, fair game. But that comment about he's apparently being possessed, at the same time, magically enough, the Really Haunted thinks he's being possessed. It's like they're in a conglomerate of bullshit. Also, somebody's asked me to, I'm going off, yeah. My mind is racing because Charles got so busy I wasn't expecting it. I've been asked to react to Casper Site. I'm not reacting to Casper Site, not because I dislike him. I actually find him really, really entertaining. And I watch a lot of his videos. I can't react to somebody reacting to a video. I'll be watching him react to a top 5, which is basically a reaction to clips sent to them. So it's a reaction of a reaction of a reaction, Inception and all that. And then his latest thing with 2 things with Ben's channel have made me have a little bit less respect for him. The first one, he had a podcast with Yvette Fielding. He had 2 hours where he could have asked anything. He even mentioned fake paranormal stuff, and he mentioned 30 East Drive. He did not ask her about Carl being dragged up the stairs by a wire that we all clearly saw. Missed opportunity or skirting around there to make sure that she agreed to the interview. So that gives me a little bit less respect there. The second one, he's like fully back on board with Really Haunted. He saw it as fake, and now he's like, oh, I don't know. And then it turns out, ladies and gentlemen, Cole Specter did some digging. And everyone that is reacting to Most Haunted or featuring him is getting copyright strikes or copyright claims. Cole Spencer's had a look. Ben is the only person, Casper Site, is the only person not getting copyright strikes. And then there's a post from Really Haunted saying only one other party is allowed to use his content. Guess who that is? If I say to you, the biggest name in reaction, scary video reactions, and he's UK based, who do you think of? The biggest name in fake bullshit that everyone is falling for and sending money to. Who do you think of? Those 2 sat at the top of the tree. I like Ben. I love his content, but I think his morals have slipped a little. Got a bit of the cash, the YouTube carrot that I keep telling you is dangling. It's a slippery slope, Ben. And what's going to happen is people are going to find you less legitimate because you're allowing more bullshit. Or just call it out for what it is and say, I think this is fake. However, it's really entertaining. I really like Lee. I don't know how. Right. Apparently, Lainey and Ben are also fans of the copyright striking and the copyright whatever. So we'll speed it up. Mostly because I don't really care what he's got to say. So let's have a look. There's going to be cuts through this because I'm going to cut out any of his bullshit, any waffle, anything that is not conducive or helpful to my reaction. You guys made me do this, YouTube.
If you saw the Spooky Sunday that we just posted, where we did the Spirit Box session in our new house using the GhostTube Vox app, then you'll have a little bit more context to this video. If you haven't seen that video yet, I'll flash it up on screen now. This is the one that you need to go and watch, so then you can get a bit more of an understanding about this one. Because something weird happened during that little investigation that we did, and I'm a little bit rattled by it. And I wanted to make a video because I want you guys, your guys' opinions, because we've always turned to you guys for advice and help whenever we've needed it. And
I got some advice and help for you. Quit. Quit the spooky shit. Go do your family, your whatever. Do the stuff that is real. Stop this nonsense, and then people stop shouting in the street as well.
Just because you guys are a bit more clued up about this stuff than we are. Just to summarise it very, very quickly, we did the Spirit Box session, and we were communicating with Dave and Andy, and we've been hearing...
Dave and Andy? Are Dave and Andy, they are ghosts?
Knocks at the door like this.
Wait, I need to go back to normal speed here. I already know what's coming because we see this done all the time. Little knock. Fuck me. Wow. Now, the reason that took me back was I was expecting it, and then the doorbell ringing. What I just heard was a T-Rex having a rave in their upstairs bedroom. But they are saying that came from that door. Now, normally I do this with my headphones to try and work out which angle the sound is at, or if it's in the exact same volume in both, it's added in. That was at the exact same volume in both sides of my headset. But it should be because the door is directly in front of you. Those loud booms, they weren't bangs or knocks. They were booming sounds. And there's a piece of paper hanging out of that letterbox that didn't move at all. Something that loud is going to shake that frame. That chain is going to move. You're going to see the door move. And it's completely still. So the sound is added in. That's not my opinion, that's fact. I'm sorry. I don't care if that annoys you like it annoys everyone else. That's fact. If somebody or something was banging that door, that chain would move, that letterbox would move, that paper would move, the door itself would pulse with the force being used there. That is absolute bullshit.
Spirit Box session, wanted to go and open the door, desperately wanted to go and open the door, and Lainey was the one that was saying no, and she was like, don't go and do it. So...
she's telling you not to go and do it because it's fuck all there.
I don't know what that was all about, if I'm perfectly honest. Like, there was something that made me really, really want to open that door. Like, desperately want to open that door. It was like I was a child, and I wanted to go and do something so badly, and I was being challenged on it by Lainey. And she was like, no, you can't go and open the door. And I was looking for every reason to try and convince her to be like, no, it's going to be fine. We can open the door. I came up with excuses such as, like, Dave and Andy have got our backs, they're not going to lead us wrong. Like, we can go and open the door, it's fine. And what's on the other side of the door? Like, looking back on it, and in a moment, I felt like that was the perfect thing to say. Like, that was what I needed to say. But...
wait. Is he about to say my desire to open the door was an attempted possession?
Looking back on it, that was a really stupid thing for me to do. What concerned me isn't the fact that I wanted to open the door, but it was the urge and the feeling, like, I don't know, I just felt like I had to go and open the door. Like, the only way I can really describe it is if you've ever had just such an urge to, like, want to do something so desperately.
I've got an urge to turn this piece of shit video off.
And that was me. And I didn't notice it until someone pointed it out in the comments, but when Lainey challenged me on it, my face changed a little bit, and I kind of like, how dare you challenge me on this? No, I will go and open this door.
So you're being a dickhead to your wife as well?
And then, like, obviously she was the voice of reason. I was like, look, no, we can open the door, it's fine, because we always open the door. We're always walking in and out the door, and he was like, yeah, but not during a Spirit Box.
You walking out your door? Holy shit!
Session when we've opened ourselves up in that kind of way. I had one thing, but I lost out. What would happen if we were to open that front door?
Nothing.
You telling me not to? I've blatantly got ADHD. You telling me not to urges me to do so.
I wouldn't want you to do that.
And be very careful what I say and how I say it. Me saying you're being an asshole to your wife is an unfair comment because you have ADHD. You're not as in control of what comes verbally and the tone in which is said as I am, as part of your ADHD. But as part of your ADHD, you have just undone your entire argument for was a demon trying to possess me. There is a big difference between a demon trying to possess you, which I'm not sure I believe in at all, as in demonic possessions. I don't know if I believe in it. To you and your ADHD making you feel like you have to open that door. You have just undone your entire argument about being possessed with that one phrase. Now, this is not me being disrespectful or pushing aside that you have ADHD or for anyone that has ADHD. I don't know enough about it to comment on it or to understand it. I have friends that are complete opposite ends of that spectrum. And I see... I have a little bit of understanding on how it affects people differently. I have a friend, Jackson, he won't mind me saying this. He is on the next level. Hyperactive, loud, incredibly funny person to be around. Sometimes he makes me want to just disappear because he's embarrassed me. He does it on purpose because he knows, despite the impression you guys get, in public I'm quite shy. And he will embarrass me. It's funny, but also he can't help his little... For example, we went into a toy shop. We were doing Funko Pop and toy hunts and all the rest. So me, him, his wife, my wife. And then he picks up a sand people figure from Star Wars and as loud as he can does the impression of it while doing this, reenacting that scene from Star Wars. And I'm like, ground, swallow me up, please, because everyone was looking at us. And because I reacted in that way of please don't, please don't, please don't, and then his wife went, please don't, please don't, please don't, you're embarrassing him. As we got to the till, he picks up a Ric Flair pop and lets out the loudest, woo! I was dying. Absolutely dying. He's no harm to anyone. He's just having fun. But at the same point, he is not as in control. The thought of doing stuff like that will enter my head, but I won't do it. So you being possessed, you're not being possessed. It's your ADHD. You've undone your own argument.
Okay.
You're going to do it?
Yes.
On your head be it.
Okay. Yeah, but surely, like... I mean, we walk out the front door all the time. Do you know what I mean?
It's a different one up in the middle of like a session where we're trying to connect with Specter.
Oh, yeah, you make that.
Something in it, and I'm not.
And, I mean, looking back on it, everybody in the comments, you just have to look at the comments. Everybody's like, don't open the door, don't open the door. Got a bad feeling, like, don't open that door. And so I mean, fortunately, we didn't. Looking back on it, that was the right decision.
Open the door, walk out of it, close it behind yourself, and shut your YouTube down. I'm actually... When you said ADHD, my initial reaction was to just stop this video, delete this video, and leave you to it. However, the fake banging, the fake light lifting, that's not ADHD. That is a purposeful, I'm going to plan this out, edit this, and put this out for the world to see. The whole thing about the possession is your ADHD. I'm sorry.
But I don't know what that was.
The rest of it is you faking shit.
I mean, I don't want to coin the term possession because I wasn't floating like 10 feet up in the air and like, you know, seizuring or whatever, like however it was, just throwing up everywhere like you see on the movies, because it wasn't like that. It was just like, had feeling within me that made me just desperately want to do something. And I'm quite an impulsive person anyway, so maybe it was a heat of the moment thing. But I need some clarification from you guys. Can you help me on this? Like, I don't know. I need some clarity.
I can help you. You're reacting to knocks that are not there. And you are using a condition of your brain as an excuse for fleecing people. Now, that may catch me some hate, and this isn't me having a go at ADHD or anything of the sort. This is me saying, how dare you try to put possession and ADHD in the same bracket. You could scare a lot of people either end of those spectrums. They could watch this, take it the wrong way, and think they're at risk of possession because of you. Stop it. Right, I've just scrubbed through the bottom there, you can see that. There's no footage of any of what he's talking about. It's just him waffling, and I'm fucking done with his bullshit. And he wonders why people are shouting at him in the street. By the way, I don't condone that. Don't go shout at the guy. Don't go posting hateful comments. The best thing you can do to him and Really Haunted is just let him go away. I'm going to let him go away. I cannot be arsed with this. Immediately, that thumbnail there, the ghost sat there, that ghost doesn't appear like that. But I've seen that debunked.
Then, when Axel pans the camera towards it, what looks like a pale face can be seen peeking in through the glass of the door. However, when Axel opens it up, there's no one inside.
As the door opens and passes the camera, there's a cut. Is that the same music I keep hearing in Nukes? Holy shit, how much stuff have you got in your sink? Put it in the cupboard, clean up.
As Chriselle is walking...
Light reflection. There's already light reflection everywhere here. She moves the camera, that thing moves with it. Next. Now, I know I'm being dismissive, but this isn't a full reaction video. This is me trying to find what I've been asked to look at, which is one... While shooting the opening scenes upcoming film any minute now in an allegedly haunted hotel, Langdry Manor, Bournemouth. Never heard of it. This ghostly image occurred. Maybe this is the one.
That the following footage was captured while recording the opening scene at an allegedly haunted hotel known as the Langdry Manor in Bournemouth, UK, for a film they were releasing.
And again, because of the alarm. So you're right. Yeah. And action.
Wait, what?
You're right. Yeah.
It was a weird cut then. Something disappeared there. Maybe they were just time saving.
A mysterious translucent figure appears on camera and slowly approaches the girl, but who is it?
Bear with me. Right, obviously it's not the same image, but there is a ghostly image. Now, because I am cacket editing, right, let's make this proportional to her. Now, I could take this photo into some editing software and really easily make it more translucent. And then do this. And then this part here, just take this image of this beam, post from the bed, lay it back over the top of it, and then it'll appear there, disappear behind there, reappear there. That I could do in probably 5 minutes, quite easily. The reason I'm showing you this is, whatever that is in the video moves like that. It has been really badly added in with a mouse. You can see that somebody tried to recreate walking. However, just like this image you're looking at that I've got there, it's not animated, so the arms stay stationary and the face in the background stays in the exact same position, and that thing does it as well. It literally does that, but there's no moving parts in it.
Phil, Jeff and Mark from the Ghost Hunting and Paranormal Investigation channel, Ghost Tech Paranormal Investigations, revisit
guys
Phil's
are like...
place of work known as the Hidden Souls, located in Finsbury, UK. Phil explains that while working on his own at weekends, strange things that can't be explained have been occurring.
You asshole. I hate. Ugh. The Ring and The Grudge, they really messed me up when I watched them. Great films, but they are scary as shit, and I didn't need to see her. What I will say with that is, it doesn't look fake. It looks like a real shadow that is cast. There's a window there, there's a window there, there's a window there. There's a light on in there. There's no light in this corridor. It's night vision. That's an easy mistake. It could be paranormal, but I fear it is possibly, if there's windows across that wall as well, it could just be one of their one of their shadows being cast and they haven't realised. Possibly.
In this episode of 5 Scary Ghost Videos comes from the TikTok.
Right, he's just said that he's only ever seen this posted on Japanese videos. I have seen 3 different channels react to this recently. I've also seen it debunked twice. It's very well done, because there's one of those safety glasses there to stop people hitting him in the back of the head. And that appears, but it's probably edited. I don't know. It's well done, but I've seen it debunked, so I'm not going to spend any great deal of time on it because this video's gone on for long enough. So guys, let me know what you think in the comment section down below, both about Lainey and Ben and then the other stuff we've had a quick look at after. I just wanted to do the mind junkie thing as quick as I could to appease the people that take the time to watch the channel and take the time out of their day to comment on the channel, whether it's negative or positive. I appreciate you taking the time, and I appreciate your interactions with me. I won't react to Lainey and Ben again at all, ever. I can't. Anyway, comments down below. I will read them. I will respond to them. If I don't respond to them in a video, it'll be on the actual comments themselves. I find myself doing both lately, and I'm so fast running out of time between Twitch streaming, work, trying to organise another ghost hunt, editing. I do everything myself. I edit the ghost hunts myself. I edit these reactions. I edit debunkings. I work full time. I have a stream schedule over on Twitch that I have to try to stick to. I got a lot on, and I love every second of it. I appreciate you all. Thank you all very much. For now, Beardo is out.